What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl. We don't have a lot of time. I spent too much time on the previous video. We are just down here, girl, nothing to talk about, just going through the, Twitter and stuff like that. What's going on down to the blog. So let's see.
I sponsor the I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you something.
Okay, Joy Reid delivers her final open on MSNBC. You know, they canceled her show. It's weird. Not sure why.
Ari, and happy Monday, everyone. And we begin tonight with what I think is the question. When you are in the midst of a crisis, and specifically a crisis of democracy, how do you resist? When fascism isn't just coming, it's already here. So what, if anything, can you do about it? Well, for one thing, you can try to learn from history, from what people in this situation in countries around the world and in America have done before. As my friend Rachel Maddow always says, history is here to help. America hasn't always been a free country for everyone, and we've had resistance movements from day one. From enslaved people fighting their captivity. Shout out to Harriet Tubman, who was a 92%er before 92%ing was cool. And even taking up arms during the Civil War. To the women's movement and the workers' rights movement and the Stonewall gay rights movement. They've all been versions of the fight to make this a free country for everyone and to have a true multiracial democracy. And that is history's most important lesson, right? That the most important thing, the first rule, is to fight back, to never stop resisting. Do not obey in advance, as Tim Snyder put it. Do not take the knee, to throw in a Game of Thrones reference. Even if it's scary or uncomfortable or inconvenient, just keep saying no, or finding creative ways to say no in small ways and large. Medgar Evers said, do not shop where they will not employ you. Dr. King championed the Montgomery bus boycotts to become the leader of the civil rights movement. The labor rights movement shut down factories and hobbled industries to win the 40-hour work week that you enjoy right now, and more recently to ensure the right of workers to work from home during COVID. People have marched against the Vietnam War and the war in Iraq and against the decimation of Gaza using our tax dollars. You don't always win every battle, but the whole thing is about resisting. Ari, and happy Monday.
And if you hear her, if you listen to that, she basically said, if you're not white, male, heterosexual, Christian, able-bodied, and thin, you gotta on this land, you gotta fight them. You gotta fight them, girl. And because they are so unruly, you also gotta carry a gun. But then tell you this is the land of the free, girl. I can't take it. Let's see what the people say in the comments. A classy exit. God is opening doors for her as we speak. Ply's always going to stand 10 toes down for black women, and I'm always going to rock with him for that reason alone. Plies is always on the right side of history. Yeah, because he reposted it and said, Joy Reid has proved to me in 9 minutes that black women can put up and deal with bullshit, be professional, and do it with a smile on their face. I want to read this comment. It says, respectfully, I don't think people understand how much self-control, self-restraint, class, mercy, and grace goes into being a black woman. Because if you are loud and stern, you are considered angry and stereotypical. I know that all too well. Because you are loud and stern, you are considered an angry and stereotypical black woman. If you are mild-mannered and meek and graceful, you are considered an ally to your oppressor. If you are even keeled and nonchalant, you are considered blind, sheep, and accused of not caring about the causes that affect your community. It's to assist with boycotting, marching, and anything that needed to bring light to injustices. We have to always wear some type of armor and mask our feelings to make others around us feel comfortable. Girl, I wish the fuck I would. Girl, end of the day, at the end of the day, when will we be able to fully take off our armor and be respected and protected? Such is life. That was a good comment. I knew that was going to be a good comment. The epitome of a class act. We stand with you. And Plies gets it. Thank you. This woman always claimed to be an immigrant first for immigrant policies and not for foundational Black Americans.
I just, girl, stop.
Folks love claiming Black when it's something that is negative or needs an FBA push. This lady is against FBA receiving tangible but pushing immigrant policies. And that's crazy. And then when you think like that, you are literally just replacing white male heterosexual Christian with Black male heterosexual Christian. And even in your movement, the men that are the heads of your movement are absolutely deplorable, disgusting men. They are. And for you to separate yourself as if just because you want FBA or Black American to be an ethnicity and therefore erase other Black people that are all over the world on every landmass, you are going to get copper colored people. And to act like you're separate from those copper colored people simply because they were copper colored people on a different island is very white. It's very colonialism. It's very much settler pioneer thinking. And then to refer to yourself as foundational, as if you are, if I were to take you down to the 23andMe, if I were to take you down to the blood bank, you would see that there's nothing foundational about your genes, running through your blood, nothing foundational. It's very much mixed up. Foundation would mean the beginning, right? But if I were to test your blood, it would not be the beginning. It's somewhere down the line. And that's the truth. And to separate yourself and act like because you want to refer to yourself as a Black American, that other Black people, highly melanated, deeply melanated people from other land masses are different than you. Of course, they would be different than you. They are on different land mass, therefore different culture, different language. But you are deeply melanated like them. So the fact that you want to act like you want to separate yourself from people in the diaspora is weird as hell, but it's very much white. And it's because your ideas and you putting yourself as a foundational, as if you were the first Black people. You separating yourself from quote immigrants is xenophobic. You acting like you are better than them, acting like they are better than, because a lot of people unfortunately have internalized the self-hatred and categorizing Americans as something less than, white, Black, or otherwise, something less than. So I can hear it as a response to, oh, you coming over here, you thinking because you're not from American or you're not American, you're better than us. So you have to create this whole little thing calling yourself foundational. It's very odd to me. It's odd to me. And then to create the separation, because the views that you're using to create that separation is the views that they use to separate you. So you are technically separating yourself from a collective that in mass, you are the majority. And that's all included globally. You are the majority, but you sitting on this land fighting. It's very weird to me when I see Americans do that. When I see Americans do that to other groups of people. But then you do see from the other side, other groups of people from different countries coming and having a view of Americans the way that they do because of what is being promoted and what is being shown. But those people soon realize that while you may want to separate yourself from an American, when these people who are upholding the illusion of white supremacy, when they look at you, they don't care what land mass you came from. That was the purpose of them trying to go to every land mass, to wipe you niggas out. And then the idea like we're still here, you tried to wipe us out. It's never, as long as a black woman exists, it's not. Everybody will still continue to exist. Every color, every shade will continue to exist. That's the irony about it. But anyway, let's talk about something else. Pastor Jamal Bryant has a message for, okay, no. I don't want to hear any messages from Pastor Jamal Bryant. It said the Cussing pastor has passed away at 67, battling health issues. No more sickness, no more worries. You said you were tired and wanted to rest. Today is at 2:25 p.m. You transitioned peacefully, surrounded by family and friends. Facebook family and friends, we want to thank those of you who have been praying for him and us during these trying times. We ask that you continue to keep us in your prayers as we process our loss. Peace and blessings to all. The Cussing pastor, he died. I can't even read the comments. I'll take a little break. After these messages, we'll be right back.
5 minutes later.
So, girl, oh yeah, I had to give me some coffee. I had to re-up. I had to re-up, give me some coffee, and get logged on and everything like that, and just do my thing, you know. So I don't even know what's going on. So let's go back down to the blogs, girl. Let's go back down to the blogs, girl. Let's go back down to the blogs. He's overwhelmed, baby. Baby, they love Summer Walker, baby.
I really appreciate y'all. You know, I'm pregnant. So my hormones, you know, but y'all just showed me so much love.
That's beautiful. It's that energy.
I never got love like this, London. I really appreciate y'all. So I just need y'all to help me, you know, help me make it through. I really do appreciate y'all. Let's start over.
That was beautiful. Let's read some of the comments. Imagine everyone singing something you wrote for you, and to see everyone empowering each other through your pain. She deserved that love. Huh? I know she ain't just say she's pregnant. This is old. I know you know this is old, right? Girl. They didn't even let her sing. Summer is overly talented. Oh my God. She killed this so bad. This version had me boohoo crying. UK fans go super hard. Shit, I'd be emotional if 100,000 people were singing my song too. Another black girl who said Aaliyah inspired her, but y'all won't give Aaliyah her flowers. So weird. This video used to have me crying too. I was pregnant too. She need to drop that damn album. Pregnant again? Come on, Summer. The crazy part is y'all can't be Summer fans. Like, you can't be a fan of Summer Walker and think that this is something new. You can't. Crazy. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, let's see what else is going on. It says Megan Thee Stallion's lawyers reportedly want Tory Lanez to testify under oath for her defamation and cyber stalking lawsuit. Girl, under oath, what the fuck does under oath mean to a criminal? That's the craziest shit to me. That's some upside down shit again. that you think somebody who is capable of the things that these people have been accused of, convicted of, we've seen them do, you want them to still have some type of alignment with a higher power that they would tell the truth under oath? What? I don't understand. Girl, I don't understand. Maybe it's the reefer girl because I don't get it. Tell me. Like, you really think that if Tory Lanez got on the stand to testify in anything that he is going to tell the truth? The girl. I don't get it. Looks like Tory will be putting his hand on the Bible when it comes to this defamation case. If he was responsible for aiding in certain posts about May, we represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild. Hey, we represent the Lollipop Guild and welcome you to Munchkin Land. Yeah, some little angry munchkins. Get them all. Send them all to the guillotine, motherfuckers. Girl, send them all to the guillotine. Y'all like Leon Thomas? I just don't like the lyrics. I like everything else about the song. I like the melody. I like the arrangement. I like the beats. I just don't like the lyrics. I really don't. I really don't. Prayers up. Legendary singer Roberta Flack passes away at 88. Legendary pop and R&B vocalist Roberta Flack, who launched to stardom in the early 70s, right? Before all of us, girl, all our time. By the Grammy award-winning hits The First Time I Ever Saw Your Face, Killing Me Softly was his song, has died. According to the statement from her rep, no cause of death was cited. She was 88. We are heartbroken that the glorious Roberta Flack passed away this morning, February 24th, 2025. The statement reads, she died peacefully surrounded by her family. She broke boundaries and records. She was also a proud educator. Yes, 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 yes. The older we get, the more our people who have shaped us, who we've listened to, who our parents have listened to, one by one. That's the only thing that's guaranteed out this MF is the transition. That's the only thing that's guaranteed. It says Uncle Luke explains the difference between how he's treated from Black women opposed to Hispanic women. Claims Hispanic women are more willing to cater to their man. That shit ain't right.
But we don't care.
We already talked about Karen Huger. I thought that was Princess Love. Stop playing with me. Okay. Girl, this is crazy. Okay, we're done. Let's see. I think we done. Are we done talking? Oh yeah, they said Tony Busby was barred from practicing law in New York. He says he's not. He actually showed his license. Girl, do not believe, the clickbait. He says, I receive many press inquiries and make no effort to respond to most. I prefer rather to make a general statement one time and let various entities use this statement as they see fit. Over the past week, I've gotten multiple inquiries from friends and colleagues with concern asking why was I barred from practicing law in New York State and offering their assistance. I myself had seen several press agencies, some borderline legitimate, not shady, he's shady, have reporting that same trash. Let me be clear. I am licensed to practice law in New York. I'm in good standing with the bar and have always been. Although I prefer Texas, I'm proud of the work we are doing in New York. Don't believe the clickbait or dramatic headlines. Most of what's reported nowadays is pure bunk. There was a post from a lot of the blog sites and saying that Houston attorney Tony Busby reportedly barred from practicing law in New York following the dismissal of the rape lawsuit involving Jay-Z and Diddy. And he has come out to show that it is not true. He is still licensed and in good standing with the New York state. Let's see what some of the comments say. This man has won $100 million cases and pretty sure he knows what he's doing. Y'all get up here and believe anything media says just because it's a celebrity, public figure you like, who in no way, shape, or form has a degree in law. He's barred in New York State courts, but not barred in federal court, SDNY, Southern District. There's a difference between state and federal courts. I think he knows that, being he's a scammer, liar, and a con man. Judge says otherwise. The grievance committee of the Southern District of New York issued an order denying you admission to practice, and that was on February 13th. One day later, you dismissed Jay-Z's case. Although you might be in good standing with the state of New York and perhaps even the Eastern District of New York, you are absolutely not within the Southern District of New York. In fact, you have zero standing with them. Ooh, girl, they getting his ass in the comments, period, because y'all on here jumping to conclusions as if these celebs are squeaky clean and innocent just because y'all are part of a cult. We actually saw the denial letter, dude. You were denied from practicing in the Southern District of New York. You can still send a letter to reapply, but you must be approved before you can practice law or file suits within that jurisdiction. They're getting them. Imagine hiring a lawyer just for him to need one himself. Girl. He's not barred. Barred simply means not able to practice in that jurisdiction or anywhere for that matter. If he was barred, then they would allow for him to submit pro hack vice application to SDNY for consideration. The people are in the comments. Come on, the legal eagles are in the comments. Supreme Court, what folks have failed to do is read the docket itself. It was a deficiency filing because SDNY requires for certificates of good standing in all federal and Supreme Courts to be submitted along with his actual signature on the application. They do not accept electronic signatures on the applications for the admission or pro hack vice in New York, Southern District of New York. She sounds legit. That sounds good, girl. All right, y'all. What else has happened? I think that's it. Anything else? Let me see. Oh, let's see. I think that's it, y'all. All right, Lizzo and her butts clapping her butt on the internet. I just saw that. All right, y'all. I think that's it. We're going to end it there. I think that was enough for today. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.